Now, from the studios of Into Tomorrow in Miami, this is ITTV.
Hello, Into Tomorrow viewers. I'm Dave Graveline. Thanks for joining us for this week's ITTV web show. Did you know that in addition to this weekly report, we also host a 3-hour weekend radio program? Into Tomorrow currently airs on 188 AM and FM radio stations all across the United States, on stations in Canada, on the 5 armed forces networks all around the world. We stream online at intotomorrow.com and a plethora of other sources, and of course, on our free Into Tomorrow app 24/7. In case you don't hear Into Tomorrow on your favorite local talk station, we hope you'll reach out to them, put in a good word for us, and thanks for tuning Into Tomorrow. Time to climb aboard the Tech Time Machine. Chris Graveline is here to remind us of the technological achievements of yesterday with his ever-popular This Week in Tech History.
This week in 1752, Benjamin Franklin is believed to have conducted his famous kite experiment, where he flew a kite with a key tied to the end of it into a storm cloud to confirm the presence of electricity. This week in 1911, the Computing Tabulating Recording Company was founded in Endicott, New York. In 1924, the company changed its name to International Business Machines, the company we know as IBM. In 1983, Sally Ride became the first American woman in space. And this week in 1995, Microsoft and Netscape officials met at Netscape headquarters in Mountain View, California. Notes taken by Netscape co-founder Mark Andreessen indicated that Microsoft offered to buy a share of its rival if Netscape would stop making its Navigator internet browser for the Windows market. That's our look back at This Week in Tech History, brought to you by IFA Berlin, the global innovation show with a rich history all its own. Get more info at ifa-berlin.com. Don't forget to get social with us. Stop by our Facebook page at fb.com/intotomorrow or follow our official Twitter feed at IT Radio Show. And make sure, if you haven't already, to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel at myittv.com.
Thanks, Chris. Subscribing to our YouTube video channel will ensure that you don't miss any of our weekly updates.
The cool Into Tomorrow Hot Summer Giveaway.
Speaking of IFA, this will be our 10th anniversary broadcast from the big Consumer Electronics and Home Appliance Show, and we're going to take 2 of our listeners with us to Berlin. How would you like to join us for free? Check out our main page at intotomorrow.com for details of our big Into Tomorrow Hot Summer Giveaway. And good luck. If you have any questions about anything we discuss here on ITTV or about any consumer tech, call us toll-free anytime via the Ask Dave hotline. That's 1-800-899-INTO. Go ahead, make a note of it. 800-899-4686. And again, you can call anytime at your convenience 24/7. Remember, you can also use our free Into Tomorrow app for your mobile device, and we and you prefer that. Try it. You'll see what I'm talking about. A couple of weeks ago, Iggy gave us his initial thoughts on the new Xbox One system. Well, this week at the Electronic Entertainment Expo, or E3, Microsoft released more details about the much-anticipated system. He joins us again now to share some of the highlights from that announcement.
How you doing, gamers? We're back in the gaming grid to discuss this week's ultimate gaming convention, E3. Now, as usual, E3 provides gamers with news and reveals for the rest of this year and a little bit of next year. To start, Xbox One and PS4 had blowout conferences, but only one system took the cake with voters on which system is the best. PS4 was the preferred system by gamers and won by a landslide. On IGN, which is the Internet Gaming Network, Nintendo had 5.53% of the votes, Microsoft had 12.42% of the votes, and Sony had a whopping 82% of the votes. Now, why did Sony win by a landslide? I'll tell you why. Xbox One forces all its owners to have an online connection in order to use the system. And Xbox One is an always connected system. So if your internet service goes down, then you can't use your Xbox One. Also, if you're in the armed forces, then the Xbox One is useless to you. Microsoft actually said that their offline system is going to be the Xbox 360. So I guess military personnel are going to be buying the PS4. Another Xbox One feature that has good, bad, and ugly is the fact that you can buy your games digitally or disc-based on release date. Now that is really awesome, but if you buy the disc, you can't play the game immediately. You actually have to install it first. Now, once you own the game, you can only lend it to one person. After that, you have to pay a fee. So in other words, you pay $60 for your game, and technically, it's not your game, because Microsoft will charge taxes on you lending your game to someone else in the manner of a fee. Microsoft also went on to say that they will not charge a fee for trading in or buying used games. They're going to leave it to the third-party publishers to decide. Sony, however, has taken a different approach with the PS4. First off, your PS4 does not have to be always connected. It also doesn't have to have mandatory game installs. And my personal favorite, there is no fee on used games.
This is how you share your games on PS4. Thanks.
PlayStation.
In other words, Sony will let you trade in your PS4 games to retailers, sell them to friends, lend and trade with friends, rent games, and anything else you can think of at no additional cost. Why did Microsoft think of that? E3 also had a wide assortment of game news, including the 7-year anticipated RPG that was teased 7 years ago and is finally announced to be in development.
It's just
that game is none other than Kingdom Hearts 3.
I have to go. I am who I am because of them.
Some other games that were shown at E3 are Metal Gear Solid 5, The Witcher 3, a new Killer Instinct, finally, and a new Halo for 2014. Well, gamers, this concludes this episode of Into Gaming. I'm Iggy Albistu for ITTV. Back to you, Dave.
Thank you for joining us again this week. I'm Dave Graveline. On behalf of Into Tomorrow, our entire team, we wish you a great week, and we'll see you again soon right here and on the radio.